Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sierra Rhymes. Today we're going to be doing a cheap, easy, vegan and gluten-free meal. It's pretty good for you, and for me it's pretty filling, so I personally like it. Also, in case you watched my previous videos, yes, I have gotten a haircut. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. But on to our video. Okay, so today we're going to be doing, like I said, vegan gluten-free pasta. This one is by Pau. It's their pasta red lentil linguine, or linguine. I'm not really sure how you say that, but it says linguine, so I'm saying that. It's a power protein pasta, but it's in like the spaghetti form. So I personally prefer spaghetti. It's like more fun to eat for me, but that's just my opinion. So we have that. We are also going to be using Classico spicy tomato and basil sauce. We're going to need some water, obviously, to cook our spaghetti in. We are going to need a pot and a lid. We're going to need a stirring spoon. It can be wood, plastic, metal, whatever you prefer. You're also going to need a strainer to strain the pasta when it's done cooking. And the box says that if you put a little bit of oil in with the pasta, it actually makes it like not stick as much. So we're going to put just a little dab of that in there. So we're using Pompeian 100% grape seed oil for that because it is healthier for you at higher temperature levels. We're also going to be using some vegan butter to top our pasta with, but I will show you the toppings and everything after we have cooked our pasta. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to put our water into our pot. So we're going to remove the lid. We're going to pour our water in. This calls for 4 quarts of boiling water before you put the pasta in. However, I'm not making the whole entire box, so we're going to put just enough water in to cook the portion that I'm going to be eating. So I'm just going to put this in. Okay, so we've added our water, and we have to bring it up to a boil before we put the pasta in. So I'm going to put my lid back on my pot, and we're going to just put this on high until the water itself starts bubbling, and then we'll bring it down a little bit lower. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it's a little foggy in here. Our water has actually started to boil, so I'm going to take this off, remove this real quick so it doesn't get like destroyed. But as you can tell, there's steam rising, so our water is now at a boil. I would show you, but I'm going to spill it, so we're going to avoid that. However, I can assure you it is boiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to first add just a hint of the oil to the water, and this is just to keep the noodles from sticking. Alright. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take our pasta and we are going to add it to our boiling water and oil. Now, as you can see, I've already used some of this, so this is going to be, should be about 1 full serving for me, maybe a little bit extra. If it is, I'll just store it and keep it aside for when I'm next hungry. Okay. Now, the box calls for you to return it to a boil and you're to stir it frequently. It's to cook uncovered for 8 to 10 minutes, so we're going to set a timer for that. Okay, now this does say that after 6 minutes you want to begin to taste the pasta, and you basically are just going to cook it to whatever your preference is in terms of how tender you want it to be. So if you like it a little bit rougher, crunchier, just take it out sooner and strain it. And if you like it to be very, very soft, just leave it in a little bit longer. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a little bit out and just kind of taste it and see if it needs to be in a little bit longer or if it's where I prefer it. So I'm going to grab a plate real quick and test it out. Okay. Looks like it's still pretty tough, so I'm gonna leave it in for a minute while we get the fork out. Okay, so I have my fork and my plate, and we're just going to stir this up just a little bit, kind of get them a little bit more loose, not so clumped together. We don't really want them to stick to each other as much, or the bottom and sides. Okay, so we've stirred them a little bit. And we've caught one, so I'm gonna try a little bit of this. It's just a tad crunchy, so we're gonna leave them in for a few more minutes. Alright, it's been a couple minutes, so we're going to try another one. Tad softer. We're probably going to leave it in for the rest of the 8 minutes, 30 seconds, and then I'll check it again, and if it still needs a little bit more, we'll do some, but I think it should be done by then. Another thing is it is normal for with red lentil pasta or black bean pasta to have a more of a tannish color in the water. It's just part of how it's made, and it does seem a little unusual at first, but it's nothing to worry about. It's very much normal with this type of pasta. Alright, our timer has gone off, so we're going to double check this, and I think it might need to stay in for a minute longer or so, but we shall see. I'm going to pull mine out, just because it seems like it's about ready. First thing you want to do is you want to turn off your stove. So we're going to turn this off right now. And we are going to put our strainer in our sink, and we are going to pour this into our strainer. Alright, so a tip is if you're making this, it's actually going to make a slightly smaller portion than you might think. So for me, it works, but for the average like man or something, it's not going to. Alright, so now we are going to top and spice our pasta. So we are going to start with our Classico spicy tomato and basil sauce. Alright, next on our list, we are going to put some spices on this. So I personally prefer a little bit of pepper, just a teeny tiny bit of salt, garlic powder, some red pepper flakes, some oregano leaves, and I'm also going to add a vegan butter and a vegan parmesan. Our vegan butter, as always, is the Earth Balance soy-free buttery spread. And my sister and I just found this at Whole Foods the other day, and it is a vegan parmesan imported from Greece, as I understand. And it is called Violife. It's 100% vegan. It is free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, and preservatives. And it is made with coconut oil and has vitamin B12. I'm not going to use my big grater for this. My husband bought this as a gag gift, but I actually use it. Comes in handy. Alright, so this is what we've got so far. And I am going to pop this in the microwave for about a minute 30 seconds just to warm up the sauce and a little bit of the Parmesan, and then it should be ready to serve. Okay, and our food is ready to serve. It's good. It's awesome. Alright, so this was pretty easy to make. So on to our outro. Alright, so today we made a cheap, easy, quick, vegan and gluten-free pasta. All ingredients were vegan, and from what I understand, all ingredients were gluten-free. I'm going to be starting a series hopefully very soon. It's going to be healthy, cheap, affordable, easy meals that are also very quick. I understand that, especially in my own life, like I'm so busy most of the time that for me to actually make a meal, it's very time consuming, and I usually will opt to eat something more unhealthy just because it's quicker and easier. So these are ideas of, it can be a meal prep where you do it for the entire week and you just variate between the different meals that you've created at one side of the week. It can also be for people that, like young mothers that have multiple kids and don't have a whole lot of time to make food. So hopefully we'll have something coming up in the next month or so on that. Yeah, so if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to leave a comment with any thoughts, comments, concerns, suggestions, or video ideas of things that you want to see me doing in the future. If you would like a link to a recipe or something, I can also provide that as well. And if you would like to see more of my videos in the future, please subscribe. And don't forget to check me out on my Instagram at Sierra Rhymes, and also on my Snapchat, BeachBabe2421. And hopefully I'll be seeing you next Saturday. It's been fun, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.